Afternoon, everybody. How we doing? Hello. I think we're live. I think we're live. I think we're live. I expect everybody's out sunning themselves today. No one's interested in looking at radio, blimmin' old radio stuff today, are they? Ah, well, we got a few in already. We got a few in. Got a few in. We got well, I think it was a couple in earlier, but this chat just refreshed itself. And Aston, afternoon, Aston, if you're there, extra fast drying paint. Theo, George, a complete radio with no signs of damage. Send it to the man cave for mallet time. Hi, Michael. Hi, Andy. Andy Tobin, that is. Derek. Hi, Derek. How are you? Hi, Colin. Barry. Dom Driver Films a Shortwave. How you doing? Dave Roberts. I think I said hello to Derek, didn't I? Derek Taffman. Chris Brown. Hi, Chris. Benji. Rob Cross. How you doing, Rob? Andy Beck. Video Monkey. Stuck inside working. Yeah, I am. Doug. Hi, Doug. 18 degrees C and cloudy. What is it here? We're saying 23 on my thermometer at the moment, so it's not too bad. It's nice outside, though. Hi, Andy Tobin. Hi, Gavin. Cloud and Ever in Cardiff. And Nick in Stroud. 23 degrees. About the same year then, Nick, really. About the same year. Looking for a replacement aerial for what, Benji? Yeah, we're good, Derek. Thanks. Hope you're okay. And Jill? Yeah, Mrs. Crunch is out sunning herself this afternoon. Nope. Theo. Genius dab. Genus dab. Don't know. You'd have to show us what it looks like, Benji. There's a possibility I might have something that would be the same, but I haven't got one of those radios, but you never know. You never know. So we've pretty much done the FRG to death. The FRG 7700 is all ready to go back to Brian over in Germany. Just haven't got around to boxing it up yet, but I will do. The Upiteru scanner, I'm waiting on parts from RS. All these component suppliers are struggling, I think, to get stock at the moment because obviously China's was closed down for quite some time. So all the stocks are disappearing. And a lot of it is out of stock and due in again in July. Some of the stuff I was looking at yesterday. So, yeah, we'll start struggling to get components pretty soon. Hi, Daniel, how are you? Still looking at the green Rick 1. Ah. You just want it to be clear for SpaceX Crew Dragon launch tomorrow. Oh, SpaceX has got more going up, have they? Afternoon, Gary. How are you? I still haven't seen this string of satellites going across. I don't know if that's a regular occurrence now or whether it was just at one particular time, but I never did manage to see those. Which is a shame because I did want to see those if I could, but you know, can't see it all, can you? So yeah, it's time to have a look at something else. Now I've got something that a mate of mine dropped round the other day on the bench at the moment. So is anybody any good with switch mode power supplies? Have we got any switch mode power supply kings in here? Can you still get the original PP9 connectors for the R500? Not the original ones, Rob, but you can get some third-party ones. Probably got some over there, but they're a bit buried in a bit deep at the moment. Hi, Phil, how are you? So yeah, switch mode power supply. This is actually a a cordless drill charger, but it's got a switch mode power supply in it. Hi Linton, how are you? Is anybody going to hold their hands up and say they know a bit about switch mode supplies? Hi Jeff. 27 quid for postage. Pardon me. Philips 39969. Trouble is, if it weighs a fair bit, Jeff, you are going to be stung for postage. Oh, Gavin's saying it's the first US rocket launch with astronauts in 9 years. Really? Flippin' heck. Yeah. Switch modes are the devil's work, Nick. I've struggled to fault find them, to be fair. Theo saying capacitor problem. I don't know, Theo. I mean, I've roughly gone over and checked them in circuit, and they seem okay. But you know, there's one that's gone slightly high ESR. I don't know how critical ESR is in switch modes. Probably is critical. Hi Harvey, how are you? In and out. So yeah, let's just zoom the camera in a little bit. You can have a look at this thing. It's actually from Lidl's. I believe it's Lidl's cordless drill. Yes, from a Lidl's cordless drill, and there is a burnt resistor on it. So there it is. There's nothing much to it, to be fair. It's fairly basic. That's a bit blown out, isn't it? Let me just darken that down a little bit. There we go. Too dark now. So yeah, that's the supply. Like I say, there's not really much to it. So it has got some semiconductors on it, though, some ICs. I haven't checked that diode there. Let's just check that one a minute. Yeah, so the diode, the resistor that's burnt out is down here, and unfortunately, because it's burnt out, I can't see the value of it. Let's just get you in on the situation a minute. You can have a look at the burnt resistor. Okay. Let me just get you in shot. So it's about that. This light out of the way. I sign. As I say, it's a drill charger, mate. Switch mode, yeah. Change the boot strap cap first. Which is the boot strap cap? So you can see the offending item resistor there. That one is very burnt. It's not particularly good, is it? That's yeah, I'm a little bit too close in, really, but it is surface mount and it's pretty tiny. So yeah, you can see the burnt resistor. Now these two both measure the same, so I'm assuming that this one is the same resistor, and I am getting a similar resistance across all three, but they are in parallel by the looks of it. So someone said Someone said the bootstrap cap. Bootstrap cap? Bootstrap cap. Let's get rid of me a minute. A bit more light on the subject. Bootstrap cap. This is the high voltage cap here. It's measuring a bit high ESR really, but then it is a fairly low value. It's 22 microfarads at 400 volts. And there's only two other caps in there, which is this one here and that one over there. And they're measuring about right as well. So this one's got fairly high ESR, but it is... Let me just test another one. I haven't taken it out of circuit or nothing. Oh no, these... Oh. I think that one is a bit big for there, don't you? That's the only other 22 microfarad I've got at 450 volts. So, yes. Hit it with the cordless hammer. Hi Morgan, how are you? Look up on YouTube for advice. Yeah, Theo, I will. The problem is, George, is it's specific to that actual battery pack. The guy, they did offer him a new charger, but the new charger will not fit his battery, so he's basically got to have a complete new drill if we can't fix his charger. Yeah, you may be looking for a while. Benji, I ain't got a clue what it looks like. If you can email me a picture of it, I'll put it up, mate. It's usually a 1 microfarad cap somewhere, probably C5. Check the switch-in transistor. That's my gut feeling is that this one's gone. That's my favourite because that is literally is right on that that line of resistors. So there's that switching transistor there, and there's the burnt out boy. They glued it all together as well, so I can't just disconnect it. I have to unscrew it. See if I can get that one undone a minute. I'm sort of deviating, I know, but that's what I do. So just switch the desolderer on. Hi, Mr. Cool. Mr. Cool, memory capacitor for scanner in stock at eBay, Knights Electrocom. $3.95 will fit for £24. Happy days all. Tim Whiskers. Yeah, that's quite expensive for one of those, Mr. Cool. If you have a look at the actual big suppliers, like RS, Farnow and that, they're a lot cheaper than that, mate. Well, not a lot cheaper, but they are cheaper. Right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to whip this transistor out and stick it on the transistor checker a minute. I'm not going to do a lot on this today because I said I'd have a quick look at it, but that's got one of these blimmin' weird security screws on there by the looks of it. Cool. It's obviously done up by machine. So we'll check this transistor first, and then see where we go from there. Let's wait for my desoldering gun to get up to temperature, if it's going to behave today. Just whip that one out for a quick look then. There we are. So, oh yeah, gun feels a bit loose. Right. Let's stick that on the cap tester. Cap tester? Cap tester? Dear, oh dear. See what it measures. Does it look like it may have got a little bit toasty, this one? Difficult to tell. Something certainly killed that resistor. It goes in. Ooh. 2 diode junctions, common cathode. Okay. So obviously that's not 2 diode junctions, common cathode, unless it's some fancy thing that won't test on this device. So let me see if I can find out the part number on that. We'll just look it up a minute. See what we're looking at. A4N65L. 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 It's a MOSFET according to that. TMA. A4N65L. $650 N-channel MOSFET. There's that one there with the marking AN, A4N65L, TO22OF. So I mean, I should have been able to measure that as a MOSFET, surely. I'm not sure what an N-channel trench MOSFET is, though. So it could well be that this component tester doesn't know what it is. Go back up to the top of the description of it. It doesn't really say, does it? Switch mode power applications, what it obviously is. And look at the diagram of the thing, that gate, drain and source. So yeah, no wonder it's measuring weird on the component tester. So I should get a diode between the drain and the source, shouldn't I? Measuring that. Just track that. Just try that. I think that one might be all right, you know. Okay. Well, I've gone across. Oh, hang on. No, it needs to be middle one. And that one. Let's try that. Okay. I think that's probably okay. As to say, it's usually a 1 microfarad cap somewhere, probably C5. C5 is a 10 microfarad electrolytic. There's some that's a 10 microfarad there. Obviously we've got an X-rated cap there and another poly cap. I'm not sure what this thing is. RT1 thermistor. Probably thermistor. Then we've got this optical coupler over here. And I can't remember how you test them now off the top of my head, but you can test them. So I think the old switcher's alright. The old switching transistor. I suppose what I haven't checked, I haven't checked to see if there's any power getting to the board. I ought to check the fuse, didn't I? That would be good. That'd be a good idea, Graham. Let's check the fuse. Where am I? Let's check the fuse and see what happens, shall we? I expect James has done this, to be fair, but you never know. You know, it'd be nice if it was just a fuse gone, wouldn't it? I'm assuming that this has been checked, but let's get back to basics first. There's a 3 amp fuse. Oh dear, that doesn't look too good. No. That to me looks like that fuse is absolutely blown apart. Where am I? Try and get in the camera. You see that? And I might be mistaken, but it looks to me like there's a whacking great crack in it there. What do you think? Has that fuse got an issue? I think we could have a fuse issue there. James, surely you checked that? Yeah. Something's obviously caused that to go bang, isn't it? I mean, it might still be a fuse. Let's check it with the multimeter. I always think something's worse than it is, isn't it? He's dead, that one. That fuse is definitely dead. it's going to come into loads of pieces all over my bench here now. Yeah, I think he's gone, that one. I've never seen that before, though, on a fuse, have you? That's had some bang in it to set that off like that. I think that's gone, don't you? You want to carry on with it, do you? Theo, you're just punishing me now, aren't you? You think that's an X MOSFET, do you? You think the MOSFETs had it? I've never seen a fuse, well, not one of these ceramic ones gone like that. Yeah. Okay. That means we could have some serious issues if it's blown apart like that. So you think that MOSFET's gone, do you? What's the thinking behind the MOSFET then? Yeah, no burn marks on it, and the wire is still there. I hear what you're saying, Gary, but it's obviously melted away from the end pretty sharpish. Yeah, it's burnt its way back, I would say. Hmm. This is not the sort of thing we want to be firing up in a hurry. I can't see what the value of that is. Let's see if I can put a bit of isopropyl on and get the value of this burnt resistor up. Light angle a bit differently. Yeah, let's see if I can just clean off the burn marks from that. Let's get the old spyglass and have a look a minute. God, that's had some 2RO. All three of those have got burn marks on them. Yeah, all three of those resistors are burnt. 2R0. So we've got 3 SMD resistors burnt there. That's not a good start, is it? Still not sure on this one. I don't know how to measure it, to be fair. I've obviously stuck it on the component tester. The problem is these circuits, until they're powered up, you just don't know. Where's the... So I think everything sort of here is high power, and then we've got low power there. So almost certainly gone on the high power side. Certainly we've got 3 burnt resistors there. I mean, they're measuring. Let's have a look. It's measuring 48K now. So they're all three of those are in parallel. But 2 ohms in parallel shouldn't equal 48K, should they? Probably is just components. As I say, I don't really know how I can test that MOSFET properly. If I put another fuse in it, it's going to just pop the fuse, isn't it? So pointless doing that. Let's see what else I've disconnected from the circuit. We're taking that out. It's repairable, Benji, but you wouldn't, you think? Yeah. You're right there, Simon. Fuses normally fail due to ignition, and this has got issues. It's dead. It should show the gate, drain, and source on the peak. Yeah. I suspect he's had a surge or maybe a spike of electricity and it's took it out. I wonder if that's something that's available cheap. Let's copy that. Let's go into, say, RS. RS. Let's try taking the TM out of it. Nope. Fine now. Try again. Just having to think about it. Just one moment. Take that off and try again. Nope. This is brand new. It must be available. I must just be searching for the wrong thing. What is going on there? What is going on there? I should be able to get one, surely. Somebody will tell me straight away where I'm going to get one of these, can you? Chris, how you doing? How you doing, Chris? What are you like with switch mode power supplies, mate? I've deviated already. Look, I'm not on for long today, and I've deviated already from what I was going to do. Nothing new there, though, is there really? AFN. That's a different one, though, Andrew, isn't it? Let's try searching for that then, Andrew. No. No, for now, don't keep that one. No. RS, don't keep that one, Andrew. Bizarre. It must be available. It must be. It's brand new virtually. It can't be obsolete already. You've destroyed a lot if that helps. Where's Simon when we need him? Snip, snip. What are you on about? Look on eBay. Look on eBay. No, nothing for the one Andrew said. What was the one? What's this thing? So quick look at this again. It's it's got a second number underneath it, but I don't think that's a part number. A4N65L. Nope. Let me Google the other number on it then. You never know. CK296. CK296. A103. No. So all we know is it's a weird switching MOSFET. A4N65. Unigroup trench MOSFET. It's this thing here, isn't it? Made by Wuxi Tongfang Microelectrics Company. Wuxi Tongfang. That's what we want. We want a Wuxi Tongfang. Yes. I can't believe that I can't get that part. Surely that must be available. It's totally dead. It's blown the fuse apart, Chris, for one. I've got 3 burnt resistors on the board. I've checked that MOSFET, and it's reading strange things on the component tester. Hi Harb, how are you? Simon is a power supply man. So it's blown the fuse to pieces, Chris. Let's get you back onto the main screen now. So yeah, what have we done with the fuse? That's a fuse, Chris. And that's a cartridge fuse in the plug. Blown it in half. And this this MOSFET, which we've just pulled out, which is the main switching transistor, is literally right behind the these. I can get it in shot. These resistors here. You can't see the light shining on. There we go. Yeah, so you can see where I pulled that MOSFET out of. And all three of these resistors are all burnt. I think that is the... Yeah, that's connected directly to one leg of this. So he's broke. But it's not very old. I don't know if there's any date codes on it anywhere. No, can't see anything. Let me just get my eyeglass thingy. I can find it. That's disappeared. Okay, so it doesn't want me to use that. There's a 2.2 microfarad X-ray cap there. What's that one? I think that's a cap, but there's no markings on that side. Yeah, so the only area that is showing any problems is just here where we've got these burnt 3 burnt resistors. It says 2RO, so I assume that's 2 ohms. So I think probably what I would need to fix it is maybe that MOSFET and 3 2-ohm surface mount resistors. You found the solution, Video Monkey. What have you? Bung in a different MOSFET, or just any old one? Vintage Black and Decker. Find another one with the same ratings. It's nothing special after all. So, just a jelly bean part. Anything with a voltage rating and a low RON. Low RON? I didn't know RON was even involved with it. What's RON got to do with it? I need to find something with a low RON. So I need an N-channel trench MOSFET rated at 650 volts. .30 volt, 200 amp. Let's chuck you onto my screen because I don't understand what the hell's going on here. So this is our part. It's a 650 volt N-channel MOSFET. F. Whatever that hell that means. Can't see nothing about RON. I can't find RON. Can't find RON. Chris, I can't find Ron. Yeah, it's plastic. On resistance. On resistance. Okay. It was about drain source on resistance. Here we go. 3.2 volts. Note 3. Pulse test. 30 microseconds. Equal to or less. Craziness. I don't understand these things. I don't understand it. So 2.7 to 3.2 RON. 650 volts. Let's find what we got there. 400 volt, 3 pin. Like you say, that is a plastic, Chris, isn't it? So that's not. It's connected. Alibaba. 220 F. What? And 600 volts, so that is. That's not isolated either, is it? You saying it's got to be isolated, Chris? Plastic encapsulated. What caused the resistors to burn? Overload somewhere. I don't know, Theo. It could have just been a surge, couldn't it? It can't be reverse polarity because it's just a 3-pin plug. The chap did say that he doesn't unplug it. He doesn't switch it off. He just unplugs it and plugs it into a live socket. So whether that's caused a spike and popped it. Andrew's saying ST. Let's chuck that in then. See if RS can know. RS don't like that. Oh dear. What I was going to do is just get a data sheet up of one of these. I mean, continuous drain current 28 amps. Let's have a look at this one. Let's get rid of my picture in picture. Okay. typical. This is TO247. Well, this is not TO247, is it? This is a TO220F. TO220F. They've only got SOT, which is surface mount, I think, so it's gotta be that. No. Oh, too long messing. Too long messing. Dear oh dear. Let's get back to some normality here. What's going on? Yeah, step away from the MOSFETs, Graham. I need to do a bit of research on that and just find one. Test between the legs and the tab. Yeah, this has got to be plastic, Chris, isn't it? Let's have a look. Ooh, stay there. Yeah, it's isolated, Chris. There's no connection at all. There is no connection. It's got a weird leggy thing going on, look. Is it 12 volts? Set 4 to it, say it's knackered. Hi Scott, how are you? It is connected to a heatsink, Scott. It's connected to there, look. That's where it came out of. Go to the top of the MOSFETs and RS and use the parametric search. Right. Parametric. MOSFETs. Parametric search. Channel type. We know it's N type. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, sensible stuff. So, maximum continuous drain current. 3 amps. Let's go down through this then. I'll share this with you so you can be as baffled as I am. So 3 amps. Seems common. Good advice there, Scott. So if we get the other one back up again, have we got my ugly mug in this shot? Just get rid of me a minute so you can see what you're doing. See what I'm doing. There we go. So maximum drain source voltage, 650. I haven't got 650, so we've got 600 or 800. Does it matter if I go higher? So we're down to 3 products now so far. Maximum drain source resistance. This is your RON, isn't it? This is RON. Yeah, RON's coming in. Maximum. Well, don't give a maximum. It gives a typical value. 3.6. 3.2 is the highest. 2.7 to 3.2. So the RON's higher on that. 3.6 in the massive. It says only one product now that matches that. This matches. It doesn't really. It's close-ish. It's sat in the mains voltage, so maybe if I choose something with a higher ampage, perhaps. So higher ampage wouldn't really matter, would it? Let's go back. That's some continuous current drain. This is one that'll do 7 amps. Really? Yeah, then we're on to surface mount then, by the looks of it. That 2.4 amps. That's it, that one. So let's get your chat up, see what you think of that one. Right. The FNTO22F is a plastic tab. Right, apologies, I've been looking at that and ignored it, so. One point five. 1.5 RON is better, Chris, is it? George. What, George, are you contributing or not? Too low a VDS, higher VDS max. Pull this over a bit so I can see the chat as well at the same time. So you can tell me to go higher, higher, lower, lower. Higher VDS. Maximum drain source resistance. So let's take that out. Do 5 amps. 650. We've got 650 now. Ooh, 22 FP. So look at that one. 220 P. Oh. No, you've got that. Is that the one that Andrew said earlier? Andrew, is that the one that you said earlier, mate? STF6N6M2. Low OG. Higher VD and lower on. Sorry. Untick the max VDS. That looks pretty good out of stock. Yeah, it's typical, isn't it? That's typical. I don't know what the data sheet is on that. What is it? Technical reference. So it's got low RON. Is that good? Lower RON? At least we can have a search for that on some of the other suppliers. They've got 682 in stock there, that. £1.24 each. That's quite expensive compared to RS, isn't it? That's a rip-off compared to RS. RS, what were they for that one? 41 each. Oh no. £1.24 each. What? Dear oh dear. So lower RON is better, Scott. 600 volts instead of 650. Hmm. Always cheaper when out of stock. Yeah. Spanky, how you doing? No, they haven't got it at all. What are you saying there, Scott? Check the VGS in the original data sheet. This is the original data sheet. The VGS. Gate source. Gate source threshold voltage. And Chris has found one. Also, Chris. Oh, hello. How the hell did you find that, Chris? We just searched all that. It's good. It matches with the ST at 3 volts. What is good, Scott? I think I'm lagging here a little bit. Well, I'm in front of you, I think. This is what Chris has just found. F, yeah, through hole. Maximum drain source resistance. £2 plus VAT each. It's not that. You've got to buy a pack of 5. So it's £10 plus the VAT to buy one of those. To get one of those is £10 plus the VAT. Oh dear. It is very good. Let's see if we can find that part on another one that doesn't want us to buy 5. Try CPC. No. For now. Let's just add that to basket a minute. No, they sell them individually, look. So it's £2.18 plus VAT there. But that's not the isolated one. Oh, it's for illustrative purposes. Overmolded. Hey Sean, how you doing? Oh, I see, Scott. Okay. Well, that looks like it's the business. £2.18 each. I need to check the data sheet and pinout before ordering. Gate drain source. What's the other one gone again? Gate drain source. The pinout's the same. No issues there. Let's move that over a little bit. I'll have to cover you up now. Electrically isolated tab and channel enhancement mode. Pardon me. Drain source voltage. I don't know what the hell these symbols mean on this. This has gone even more complex. Oh dear. So we think that's a good idea. Let's add one of those to the basket. We need, I assume that's 2 ohm. 2R0 marked on the resistor. RO. Passives. Resistors fixed value. Let's get back here. I know, Sean, I've deviated. I have got an RFM3 here, though, sat beside me. Supposed to be knocking it on the head at past 5, look. Oh my god. Right. Resistance. 2 ohm. Product range, we don't know. And it needs to be surface mounted, so I can't remember what the surface mounting is now. Here we go. Let me just measure that one then. Got 3 of those. I can find my calipers. We will have a look at the RFM3 before I go. Oh dear. Right. So the length on these is roughly 3.17. Say 3 mil. by 1.5 mil. 3 mil by 1.5. There we go. 1206. That's what we want. A 1206 package. Hey? Hang on, I've gone the other way around, am I? That's not 126, surely. 1206. That's widthways, not longways. Oh dear. Let's get back to that. The other way round, it's 1206. That's strange. Yeah. 1206 metric. We want not wide. Now my internet's decided to hang up on me now. So 1206 metric. There we go. Oh, now this is going mega slow. My internet is. I have had a package arrive from you today, Sean, as well. Yeah. $35 products found. What do we reckon the rating of that's going to be then? It's got to be... It's got to be fairly high voltage rating, surely. $500 volt. So I'd think probably 500 volts, wouldn't it? Panasonic. 10 for 6p each. 150. I don't want 150. 10 for 18p. ROM. No, I don't ROM. Spanky. What's Spanky up to? Lockdown Life. How to browse web pages. Spanky, behave. Naughty. We're component searching, Spanky. You have to be in it from the beginning. Let's chuck 10 of those in. There we go. There we go. Right, I'll leave that for later, shall I? Because Spanky's getting impatient. The main event's over there, lad. That's what you want to see, isn't it? Or do you want to carry on with the switch mode? Give away SMD resistors as a prize. I'm going to have some spare time. Right. Ah, dear. I have to open a can of beer after all that searching. No problem, George, is it? We did do some fault diagnosis as well. Oh, dear. So there we go. We need a MOSFET, fuses, and hope that that's all it is. Because if it goes bang again, then we're going to be out of pocket, aren't we? So let's have a look at this one then, shall we? There you are. Happier now? Are you happier now? Are you lot happier now? It's Theo's fault. Theo said continue with it. I'm sure it was Theo. Someone said carry on with it. It's interesting. Yeah, you're right, George. If we were charging labour and that on that, it would be just as easy to get a new drill altogether, wouldn't it? Craziness. Goats are good, Jess. How you doing, mate? It was totally your fault, Theo. Well, hopefully that's given you an insight. I've learnt a little bit more. Let's put some of this stuff out of the way, and we'll have a look at this poor old RFM3 that I'm supposed to be restoring today. That isn't going to happen now. So I'm restoring it tomorrow now. We can have a look at it. We've got 10 minutes left, haven't we? Oh dear. Right. RFM3 in good condition. Very good condition, actually. It's a beauty. Someone's ordered it off my website. The ends are a bit dry, so they're going to need a bit of Danish oil. But cosmetic-wise, pretty good. The bit in there, I don't know if you can see that or not, but that should be blue, but it's like a diarrhea brown colour at the moment. So I think that's got a bit of sun damage on it. Just brighten it up a little bit. Got a bit of sun damage on that, I think. Thanks for your help on that, though, Scott. And good to see you in here, mate. It'll be interesting to see if it goes bang when I replace those bits. What I'll have to do is I'll replace it and then give it back to my mate and say, you can switch that on because I am scared of it. So, yeah, these are lovely little radios. One of my favourite radios, as I'm sure you all know. You know, it's not perfect. It's a fair few years old. It's got a few little dinks, but overall it's in pretty good nick, actually. Yeah, very good. Let's have a look in the ass end of it. So we've still got our battery snap. That's good. Back grill's on. Looking good. Right, let's get some power on it. So I've got a power supply socket on this one. It's a 9-volt center pin negative, people. If you put a center pin positive in there, you will make it go pop. So hopefully it'll work. I'm in trouble. Well, not in trouble because I can fix it, but we are center pin negative. Oh. It worked. Until I pulled the air out.
Okay, the legs are on our rope. Right. Better time for it.
Plus, the battle continues between teachers. kids in Beat the Teacher. Stay safe. We'll see you tomorrow.
Beer spelt as in, well, you know, beer. Beervillage.co.uk. Right, live to Downing Street very soon. Let's take the news just before 5 first.
From the BBC Sounds app, on your smart speaker,
Play BBC Radio Devon.
and on your radio.
The sound of Devon.
Radio
is
Devon.
BBC Radio Devon.
Do you want to listen to the news?
BBC Radio Devon news just before 5. I'm Angela Calwaits. At least 30 Conservative MPs have now publicly criticised Boris Johnson's chief advisor, with many of them encouraging him to stand down as the row continues over his cross-country trip during...
Mausoleum at Alcanassus from Stuart Mitchell's Seven Wonders Suite. Terrific piece performed by the Prague Symphony Orchestra.
Child in Potter at New Poles F. Taunton has a workforce of 2,700 people. Says the redundancies will be spread across...
Except for being a snob, I mean, it'd be...
Long wave.
Ever said that it should rather be a really nice person. I mean, that's not been an equation that would be necessary.
I am well rebuked.
Let's get the active antenna in. Hopefully I haven't left the power on again.
Which puts her up there with Graham Greene and Muriel Spark and her old friend Aldous Huxley. She was also a recipient of the Golden Pen Award, and she died in February 2006. So my thanks to Sarah Wheeler for bringing her back to life, and also to Victoria Glendinning for telling us more. Goodbye. Lovely. I really enjoyed that.
You enjoyed that? So I've just got an active antenna here that I'm just helping the ferrite on because it's a bit of a...
It was discovered that Bank of Ireland are a part owner of Debenhams. Now they admit to at least owning 5%. But given that bank made 758 million profits last year, it doesn't have to pay corporation tax.
That's
Because
RTE.
of past losses, workers in this country...
Medium wave. I'll be over here.
The time of the next flight is at 9:24.
Dodgy switches.
I realise that the job of previewing the press conference is one of the worst ones there is, because you never quite know what's going to...
It's 5 o'clock. You're listening to BBC Radio Wales with me, Gareth Lewis. Our top stories today. The first ministerial resignation in the Dominic Cummings row. Douglas Ross stands down.
Again, because of roadworks. In Torquay on Riviera Way,
And as you said, certainly that the...
Okay, it's working on all bands. It's got dodgy switches. And it's got the diarrhea brown dial on it. Apart from that, it's pretty good. So I'll take the handle off anyway. I did lose the handle for this one. Sorry, the bottom plate for this one, but I managed to find it this morning. I had the radio but no bottom plate. So 2 screws. Let's get apart. Let's not mess about. Let's get it done. How are we doing on the chat? £1,000? So this has been sold for over a week, and I've only just got around to making a start on it. So I need to pull my finger out, really, get it done. Squeak, 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 squeak. Don't mention the Grundig. Let's undo the area underneath. We must get and sort Gary's amplifier out as well. That's gotta be done pretty soon. Taking up too much space in the bedroom. Mrs. Cruncher just hates sleeping on it. It's gotta be done. This is where we need the mallet, Sean. This is where we need the mallet. This one ain't been out of its case in a long while. Yeah, she's coming. She's a-coming. Needs the mallet, really, Sean. It needs malleting. There she blows. Should we take that out or should we just desolder it? Let's take it out. It is slightly off frequency as well on FM. Does sound good though. It's a nice bit of kit. It's already in really good nick, so let's have a look at this dial plate. Because there is a little trick you can do with them if you're lucky. You've got to be lucky though. Anybody feeling lucky? There you go. So you can see what the original colour should have been. Look, where it looks like it's been in. You can tell someone's had it in that position there. Look, forever. What's that on then? That's BBC Radio 1. So this is a Radio 1 listener had this radio previously, look. Because you can see where the pointer is jammed. Dear oh dear. But yeah, sometimes if you're lucky, you can get these off. If you're lucky. I wonder if we're going to be lucky. So if we got a little bit of leeway on it, maybe a bit of movement on it. Yes, we have. Okay. So what we need to do is squirt a bit of isopropyl down there. Get some isopropyl up it. And that will loosen the, I think it's double-sided tape on these from memory. Yeah, it's going through. That's soaking for a bit. And what you get when you turn these over, I'm looking at the wrong camera, I should be looking at this. And what you get when you turn these over is you get virtually a brand new light blue bit for underneath the dial. I mean, if it's no good, then we just have to clean it up as best we can. But this has got sun on it. Come on. It will take its time to work its way in. All of a sudden it goes squidgy, and be careful you don't bend it, because if you bend it, it shows quite badly. Pretty firmly stuck everywhere else. She's going. Gradually going. Unfortunately, it's something you can't rush. Let's get that out of the way. We don't isopropyl on the dial plate. I'll have a swig of beer while that's waiting. Sean likes the RFM3. It's a good bit of kit. Not the mallet. Mallet it. Plastic shed windows go the same colour. Pretty well stuck, this one. He is moving, but slowly, slowly. Catchy monkey. So we go from the other side. These are interchangeable, so you might find if this one doesn't come off, always pop one out of a scrap radio in it. Most of the Roberts radios use this plasticky stuff. Some of them use an aluminium one, but they're usually pretty good. Could put a little bit of heat on it as well, but got to be careful because it's nylon cord. It's a plastic pointer. These are very brittle. The number of those I've had to glue back on. Getting there, I think. He's coming. Scary because it's making all sorts of snicking noises. Just putting a little bit of pressure on and it's just sliding in underneath. It does look 100 times better if you do this, to be fair. I can see the colour shining on the aluminium underneath. This is Doug's spudger. More Doug tools. Yay! And there we go. A brand new blue one underneath, look. You can't see that because the lights, the camera's throwing it out a bit, but yeah, I'm sure you can see. Blue. Diarrhea blown. George, it'll just melt it, won't it? So now we can hopefully get this double-sided tape off. So you get the idea. I mean, it's going to take a little while to get this tape off, but it will come eventually. Just got to keep soaking it in isopropyl to release the glue. You need to get hold of it a bit, really. The idea is to try and do it without bending the plastic, because once you bend it, it will not glue back flat. Well, it will if you use really strong glue, but I'm only going to double-sided tape it in. I've got some pretty good double-sided tape there. So there's a little tip for you people. Cool. Nearly got it all off. Yeah, it's all off bar, a little tiny shard just here. That. takes a while to get all the sticky off, but it will come off. Just gonna have to keep soaking it and rubbing all the muck off of it. But you get the gist. That's what it will look like, and yeah. A little Goo Gone will remove the tape quickly, will it? Let's try it then, Doug. See if it'll take the sticky off. I find this Goo Gone isn't very, very powerful though, Doug. I don't know. It might be better on some things than others. It's just get the Goo Gone down. The Goo Gone? Goo Gone, it sounds like Gorgon, doesn't it? Goo Gone. Let's use a J cloth for that. Put the lid back on because I ripped the little nozzle off the top of that when I bought it. Yeah, it's going. It's going to take a bit of elbow grease, so nearly there. You can feel it going all sticky, the glue. Bit more rubby. WD-40. Yeah, it's horrible though, Sean, isn't it? It's all stinks. WD-40. That's the only problem with WD-40. This Goo Gone is doing a pretty good job, to be fair. It's not removing the tape very well, but it's removing the glue. It's removing the glue better than the isopropyl, but I think the isopropyl took the tape off better. A little tiny bit of tape left in this corner here. Lucky I bit my fingernails, so it'll come off. I think that's got it. That's got it. You gone. Good call, Doug. There we are. One brand new blue back in for the dial. And if we look at the other side, would you prefer that or that? It's diarrhea, isn't it? Yeah. It says as he throws it on the floor. So everybody will be ripping their Roberts. So that's a trade secret. That I've just shared that with you. That trade secret. So let's put that to one side. That's all ready to go back. So it'll just slide in underneath. I'll have to get this glue off of here as well. Stick the top back on just to give you an idea what it looked like. So we now got a blue background instead of that horrible yucky brown background. Yeah. Big difference. Right. What else did we have to do? We've got some manky old caps in this one. We've got these grey things are pretty horrible. These purple ones don't seem to be too bad, but these track-on things aren't very good. So how many caps have we got in it? We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 caps. That's an inductor. 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. 10 even. See if we can check these track-on ones in circuit then. So 1000 microfarads. See if it'll test in circuit. Thousand microfarads. $1,200, so it's gone a bit high. What's the next one? 10 at 16. I'm just testing these. Sometimes these are just saying circuit or leaky. You've got to take them out to test them then. 9 mega high ESR 3.6. What have we got? 470. Reading 702. Yeah, we're gonna have to recap it, people. Let's try this one down here. What's that one? That was a 47 at 10 volts. Ooh, 95. You can't quite, sorry, you can't see that, can you? That's 95, that one. It's supposed to be 47. This one's supposed to be 470. $700. How are we doing? Got a little bit more time. I was going to go for about 5:30, but let's get these caps out. Of course, I've got to do the sides. They're going to be Danish oiled. Well, hopefully everyone's enjoying the ride. Bit of a strange one with the switch mode power supply deviation there. You've been wrestling with a sycamore tree stump, have you, Benji? That's interesting. Yeah. Lighter fluid, yeah, lighter fluid's supposed to be good at getting stuff off. Certainly is. Yvonne Goolagong. I thought that was an Australian bowler. And that's a googly, isn't it? These switches are pretty rubbish. There's nowhere you can spray switch cleaner in these. I'm a little bit dark now, and I just go a little bit lighter. You can't really spray switch cleaner in these. You can melt a hole in the back with a soldering iron, squirt it down there, or you can do it through the little latching mechanism, which is what I tend to do. If they're really bad, then you've got to basically either drill or melt a hole in the back. Let's put my Google on back out of the way. Google gone. So yeah, lovely little radio this. I think it's the only one I've got left as well. I've got no more RFM3s. I've sold a lot. I've even kept one for myself. So poor show that, isn't it, really? I know, Graham, you're supposed to keep one for yourself. Right. I think these are marked positive and negative on the board. Yeah, so the positive is the wider one. It's that 1000 at 10 volts. Got this horrible glue stuff underneath as well. We need to try and scratch that off a bit if we can. Little craft knife's gone. It's here somewhere. Get rid of that. So let's see. These might be too big. And that should do it. 1000 at 16 volts. Rubicon. Ruby. Declining quality. Yeah, it was one of the last ones, Doug, really. If you look at the case, it's still all plywood inside. So this is all plywood. So this is one of the last sort of half-decent Roberts. Later on, when they went up to the R701s and that sort of series, it all went to MDF, and you get it wet and it's ruined the case. Still got solid teak sides in it. Solid teak in there. So this is one of the last, what I would say, one of the last good quality Roberts sets, and they do sound really nice as well. So I've done lots of videos on these. They are one of my favourite sets. Right, we don't need 360. Let's go down a bit. Let's go down to 340. Oh. In. the 1,000 done. One here. Let's get that one. At 16. Say someone's actually ordered this off my website, so it is overdue for going out. Should have gone out by now, ideally, but it's been mental in here. I've got to stop taking repairs in, so if you're thinking of sending me something to repair, then you're going to need to wait, unfortunately. Can't take on any more until I've got on top of this backlog I've got at the moment. 110 volts. Just keep these down here, I think. Got room for them today. 100. Volts. Something there's at 16. Let's chuck a 16 in. 10 is a bit close to the mark, isn't it, really? It's a 9 volt set. 10 is not giving it much leeway at all. Mind you, it might not see 10 volts that part of the circuit, you never know. Probably does. This one here, 470 at 10. Hopefully the bits should be here tomorrow to get the Upatero up and running. Some more of this brown goo on here, look. So that's 470 at 10 volts. Getting short on those. 470 at 16. It should go. That to my list. This one here. They seem to have used a variety of different manufacturers' capacitors here. Yuck. I seem to have used loads. Apologies, I will catch up. I need a little shop. I do. I don't need a shop. I need an industrial unit, Dom. So I can go out to work every day to my little industrial unit. Then I can come home and then I can play with my other radios and bits and pieces. Alright, what's this one? 1 at 50. I'm using all Nichicon or Panasonic caps here, so there's no skimping on caps. It's all good quality kit. Should last many, many years, hopefully, before they go bad again. I'm going fast because, as I said, I did say to Mrs. Crunch I'll be finished around 5:30, so, you know, it's time. I'm going to crack on and do a little bit to this. Apologies if I'm going too fast. What have we got there? 47, 10. 47 at 10. What have we got here? 47s. What's that? 35. That's a bit high. 47 at 16. Bit of wax on that, so I'll chuck some flux on. Should have it turned that way around, really, shouldn't I? So you can see what I'm up to. How are we doing? Nearly there. A few more left to go. So that one there. Where are you? Right across there. That's great. We've got 2 aerial wires going to that one, I think. Let me have a look at that first. Grundig. Oh, yuppie. Hi, Johnny, how are you? Johnny Comic, didn't see you pop in, mate. The Durato is, Doug. I've, as you saw, I put a new element in it, and I put a new nozzle on, and it seems to be behaving. So the green and the red both go to that left-hand one. Yeah, after your rebuild kit went in it, Doug, it said that works. Let's make sure that is the right one. Yeah. Right. What's that one? 100 at 10. Get out. Got there. 100 at 10. Or did I put 16 in last time? I put 16 in last time, didn't I? 16 in again because 10 is close to the mark. Right, tweezers. Let's get these little tiny wires put back on. Come on, you little sod. There we go. Next, what have we got here? Glued as well, this one. Get out. They love gluing stuff, don't they? So what's that one? 10 volt 470. A load of gunk on it again. That's a 330. $16 volt 470. Got many of these left. You've been in since I came on, Johnny. Have you? Well, welcome, mate. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the switch mode power supply interlude. Some more SMD soldering for me on that, by the looks of it. So I think I'm going to have to take payment in beer for that. Okay, how we doing? 2 to go, 1 there. I think we're getting jammed again. Too much soldering, perhaps. Yep. Oh. Gonna have to wait for that to heat up a bit. There she goes. Whew. Thought it was going a bit slow as well. It's a bit hot there. We'll stick that in there. Right, let's try that again. So 10 at 16. Doing? How are we doing? One left. Only one left. We've nicely put some wax on this one for us as well. It's going to make it smoke a bit. Cool. I should say it does. Smoking gun. Turn that one off now because this is our last cap. Not bad timing for a recap, is it really? We've got another 10-16. A bit of flux on because it's had loads of wax all over it. There we go. 10 caps done. Let's chuck it back on for a test and that's it. We're out of here. I'll take a speaker out because I want to wash this case anyway. I don't want to get the speaker wet. Come on, let go. There we are. So, should work. It should work, hopefully. Lightning fast recap. Right, stick the aerial back in for a minute. Actually, no, I can hook an aerial up. FM aerial power. There's my dial plate. So that's VHF. On off. Right, okay. On.
So we're trying to the customers avoid from each other.
I'm actually breaking the one-way system rule here, but I'm the only one. Predator. You can expect slow traffic.
No, I actually think that it's incredibly important that people keep their...
They'll make a difference to your walk if you're out and about.
Job done. Sorted. There we go. Monstrously fast. So let's get back on. No, we want that one. No, we want that. Somebody's going to get a nice little radio there. So there we are. Sean's sending a Grundig tape recorder. 2 chips and a Polyvaricon run the whole show. Yeah, you're right, Doug. It pretty much is. Is this the 2 or the 3? Yeah, 2 Polyvaricon. That is about your lot, mate. You're the quiet man, Johnny Comic. Good stuff, mate. There you are, people. So a couple tips there. A nice little swift recap. And I'm going to go. Speed recapping record. No, I get people say that I'm slow at recapping for some reason. But, you know, that's when I'm working on a Valve set and I want to be particularly meticulous. And I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, that didn't take long, did it? I'd say I'll have a look at the caps. If there's any howlers, I'll show you on Thursday. But this set hopefully be done and gone by then. I've got to do the side panels, got to clean them off and stick some Danish oil on. But apart from that, that's it, people. So I hope you've enjoyed today. Don't forget to do the usual thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscriber button because subscribers count in the world of YouTube. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that. Thanks, Andy. Benji, Nick. Good luck at the switch mode. Yes, one of those things, Nick. I'm going to have to go through all the components. I've got those bits that we looked at in my basket. So I've got to add. I've got some more caps I need to top up on there. So I've got a few other bits to order as well. So cheers, everybody. Take care. As I say, if you're not subbed, then please sub. Any comments? Any more ideas on the switch mode, then just leave it in the comments for me. And I'll catch you all on Thursday, same time, around about 3:30. As long as I know and make it look like I'm doing. Anyway, cheers everybody. Bye for now.